fans and NFL fans. It is September 21st, 2024, 8:58 a.m., and you are watching The Takeoff. My name is Alex, and Week 3 of the NFL started, and I have my dog growling here next to me on Thursday night, and it was the welcome party that was a year in the making, a year plus in the making. Pre-game was not as intense as it was last year, but the energy, the blinking lights, the music, the hype video, everything was there. Again, the Jets did it the right way, and different from last year. The Jets actually this year lost the toss. Last year they won, they deferred. So they went on defense first. This time the Patriots actually won. They deferred, so we got to see the offense first. And you can see my dog trying to get into into the shot here. Let's see. Come on, Nita. She's on her jet blanket. And there she is. Let's say hi to Nita. Hi, Nita. So anyway, everybody had to probably watch the game by now, or watch highlights, or read about it. I'm gonna be realistic. Listen, we looked at the first three games in 10 days, 2 primetime games, and we said we have to go at least 2-1. 3-0 would have been great, but 2-1. If you're gonna lose on the road, San Fran, the West Coast NFC team, and that's where they lost. Following week, they followed up with a win over the Titans. They started off slow, was able to pull away with some help from their quarterback making mistakes. And then Thursday, yes, they did not play a Belichick, Brady led team. They played against a Jacoby Brissett rookie head coach team. And excuse me if my voice pulls a little bit. I'm still, dealing with my voice and my throat. Some allergies, I guess. But you play who you're scheduled to play. And I'm not going to talk about the haters right now, and I'm just going to put that a little to the side. But from what I could see, the Jet offense has gotten better in the last 2 weeks. They're on the page a little bit more. Just little things. First of all, there were times in the past, and I'll go back 15, 20 years, where a 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 4, you could have called it a 3rd and 11 or 3rd and 12. They're manageable now. Not only because Rodgers can make every throw in the book, but you have Breece Hall, you have Allen, okay? And you also have the respect that Rodgers gets. You may get, and I'm watching the game in the background here, and it's Lazard giving the touchdown ball to Aaron Rodgers, his first touchdown pass in MetLife. But you also have the respect to Rodgers. So, back in the day, it was, maybe you're going to run the ball on 3rd and 4, and they're going to stack the box. Well, you stack the box now, Rodgers is going to beat you. He's going to call that audible at the line. You're going to play the defense to play the pass. Hall is going to get that first down. Allen's going to pick up that first down. Rodgers even is going to run and pick up that first down. So it's a different offense than what we've been used to for many years. And I'll be honest. We had good teams with Testaverde. We had good teams with Chad Pennington. We had good teams with Sanchez. They always worried me. I never had that much confidence in the offense. I think I had the most confidence I had in the offense was Testaverde's offense because of the head coach. And I've been saying it, the head coach right now is the weakest link on this team. Let Rodgers handle what he needs to handle. He went 27 of 35, 281, 2 touchdowns, which means he has, his second multiple passing touchdown game. Or is this his third? I'm trying to remember what they did against San Fran. With San Fran, I think it was 1-1. But the offense is different. The team reacts differently. Defense came ready to play. Okay. Now again, they played the opponent they were given to play. They were scheduled to play. That to me is you're supposed to win. You went out. You won. You should not apologize for that. The atmosphere in the stadium was incredible. I know I was working. I worked till 4 that day, and I got a text from my buddy George, and he said, "New York Penn Station, the Jet jerseys are just all over the place." You know, my cousin Richie said, "Oh, you headed to the game and all that." We were going, and I got home, and there was traffic from the moment you got on the turnpike all the way till you got into the parking lot. People were there early. It was a beautiful day. And even in the lot, where you usually see groups of visiting teams, you didn't see a lot in the parking lots. Walking the stadium, you didn't see a lot. In our section, I will be very honest, I don't think in our row or in the rows in front of us there were Patriot fans. They were there, I'm going to say it was 90-10 Jet fans, which to me was Jet fans who owned the tickets showed up, Jet fans who owned the tickets sold to other Jet fans. Okay? And this was probably a big ticket game. You probably could have got 1.5 times your face value for this game. So they showed up, and we need that. So all this talk, and I know it's very early, and I know it's only the first home game, and things could, go differently, and we've seen it, all this talk of home field advantage, we had it. Thursday night, we had a home field advantage. We were loud. We showed up. We did not give away team fans the ticket. So when you want to continue that, of course, you need the team to play well, and you need to show up. It's a two-parter. Doesn't matter where the stadium is located. Doesn't matter who you share the stadium with. It matters on the field, the product that's put out there. And the product so far is 2-1. Let's see. What else can I talk about that you didn't see in the highlights or anything like that? So, continuing to speak about, how loud it was. There was a point where I texted, in the group chat to my cousins, "Can you hear the crowd over the TV?" And they said, "Definitely you can hear it," which is amazing because usually, even when the crowd is pretty loud, you don't hear it on the TV. We were boisterous. Towards the end of the game, at this point it was out of the reach. It was 24-3 at this point. The game was just about over. The Jets had the ball deep in, or I should say, the Jets had the ball deep in their own territory. It was a TV timeout, and Rodgers walks, from the sideline, and he's standing in the end zone, ready to go into the huddle. And the chant of Aaron Rodgers goes up with the clap. Aaron Rodgers, going on and on and on. He turned to the crowd in the end zone and did one of these. He acknowledged us. "Listen, I'm here. Thank you for waiting for me," almost like. "This is what you've been waiting for." And that just kind of, summed up the night. Now, after that second touchdown, which I think was the Brees Hall touchdown, which was right in front of us, and we saw him get in, and they had to, do the review and whatnot. Two things. First of all, again, Aaron Rodgers' leadership on the field, the way he could read defenses, the way he was directing Garrett Wilson to go back, and and I'll go back to that in a second. When Hall fights for that last half yard and gets in, there's no call on the field at one point, and then the judge on the right to us, so the left of the offensive line, comes and he's marking it like between the 1 and the goal line, and Aaron Rodgers is like, no, he's in. They showed a replay in the stadium that, Saleh throws the flag and it shows he's in. He goes to the sideline, and it's funny because only the Jets this could happen to with the awkwardness. Saleh goes in for the hug, and Rodgers goes in for the chest push. And it actually looks like Rodgers is pushing Saleh away. So, of course, everybody jumps on this. Okay? To the point where Sean Marash from a local radio station here, WFAN, who I stopped listening to, and listen, I have my reasons, had a tweet like, I can't wait to see how Jet fans are going to turn this into a positive spin. Obviously, there's something going on. So, Sean, this is my little advice to you, and you're the one who gets paid to do this. Maybe do some little investigating before you put out something like that. Okay, you're not happy with your team, with your football team. You're picking on the Jets, or maybe you just need clickbait, or somebody to tune in to listen to your show. So you need a little bit adversity. We didn't have to spin it. The Jet fans didn't have to spin it because the coach and the quarterback separately answered the question the same way. And basically, I don't know if they spoke to the coach first or to Rodgers first because I didn't see it live. But but basically, they said to Saleh, what happened with that exchange between you and Rodgers, the second, the first half, the second quarter, with the touchdown, and he basically said, we talk about having a 2-score lead. He goes, and I went in for the hug, and Rodgers' message to me, Aaron's message to me was, there's your 2-point lead, there's your 2-score lead. Let the defense take care of it now like you want. Almost like, hey, here we go. You wanted a 2-score lead. I got it. Let's go. Let's take over. Let's do it. They asked Rodgers, same question. I don't know if it was a different reporter, and Rodgers like, there was no, disconnect there. He goes, first of all, Saleh's not a big hugger. He said, and secondly, he's always talking about just give the defense a 2-score lead. He goes, so I said to him, here's your 2-score lead. He goes, there was no disconnect there whatsoever. There's no issue with us. So there you go. No big investigation needed. No Jet fans calling in to kind of spin it a certain way. I even looked at it first before I knew what was going on. I was like, ooh, that doesn't look right. But you know what? The two men that dealt with it, the two men were involved, answered it the right way, separately. So, listen, at the end of the day, Rodgers likes Saleh or not, or Saleh likes Rodgers or not, get it done. I really don't care. Just get it done. The next day you watch, I try to watch the game over because you miss things when you're at the game and whatnot. And you go online, and there was a point where they were showing clips, and it's actually Rodgers directing Garrett Wilson, who, by the way, Rodgers has 180 touchdown passes, I believe, to wide receivers. Okay, I believe, or 180 total. I'd be lying if I told you. Garrett Wilson is the first time he ever connected to a wide receiver, picked in the first round for a touchdown. Okay, now he's thrown to wide receivers, obviously, tight ends and whatnot, second round picks, third round picks, fifth round picks. I think the other first round pick that he threw a touchdown to was a tight end, and that was in Green Bay. And I think they said that was in Rodgers' 14th year, or the tight end's 14th year in the league. So that's just something pretty crazy. But there was a segment, and I want to say it was on TikTok or Facebook Reels, where it says, watch Rodgers direct Garrett Wilson. And basically, Rodgers is in between center and shotgun. He's not all the way in. And he's doing hand motions, and he's going, G, set up here. G, set up here. And he sets up, and then he goes, G, go back, go back. And he goes, hurry up and reset, hurry up and reset. And then he resets. So he's directing everything out there. Which, again, we never had a quarterback do that. But maybe take that burden off him a little bit. Twice in the second half of the third quarter, and yes, you're up by 2 scores, 3 scores, whatever it is. They had to call timeout in the third quarter because they couldn't get the play in time. Again, gotta get that shuffle again, gotta get that play in. But other than that, and a missed field goal, first of all, this is the first time, and this is a stat that I read and my cousin Richie sent it to me at the game. First time since 2009, okay, which was the home opener, 2009, week 2. It was Rex's home opener, Sanchez's home opener. I remember that was and I said it before the game on Thursday, the loudest game I've ever been to. I've been to playoff game, which was loud. The cement steps and the floor shook on third downs when we were on defense. My ears rang when we were on defense. Where I think we got them on like 2 or 3 delay of games and false starts and whatnot. where Rex, being the marketing genius that he was, had a game ball sent to every season ticket holder, where it had, game ball presented to the fans. It was the date, it was the two teams, it was the score, and I still have that ball displayed. I said it before the game Thursday. This was probably just as loud. Stadium situated a little differently, but this was just as loud, and this is just as good as a home field advantage. But since 2009, which also, by the way, George, his wife Danielle, were there, and she was expecting. I think she was like, so their son was born in January, so this was September, so she was close to like her 6th month or 7th month at that point. They were at the game. It was the last time, or I should say, since then, before Thursday, the Jets held the New England Patriots without a touchdown. And we did that Thursday night. So yeah, we didn't play the 2007 New England Patriots. We played the 2024 New England Patriots because you know what? That's who was scheduled to play. And we beat them. So Colin Cowherd, who's saying, let the Jet fans have their Super Bowl, all that. Listen, you worry about your team because your team got destroyed on Sunday. Destroyed. Okay? We were supposed to win this game, and we did. And that's it. We move on. Even after the game. So when we go to the games, we try to at least meet the players before or after the game. So because we got to the stadium a little late because there was traffic all the way there, and a little late, we got there 2.5 hours prior to kickoff. We said, players are going to be really happy. We should go after the game. First of all, by the player gate with more people than usual. Fine, listen, we were celebrating. The players coming out, we were clapping for them. They were clapping to us. They had their hands up in triumph. They stopped. C.J. Mosley took pictures. I asked him how he's feeling. He said he's doing well. Got a little, fist-to-fist pump. He took a picture with my girls. Right yesterday, he will be playing probably against Denver. He looks good. We did suffer an injury with Moses on the lineman. Inu, the first round pick came in and took over. Moses is going for an MRI, I believe, on Monday. So I'm going to rule him out for Sunday. For next Sunday. Obviously, they're off. And what's nice about this, and you don't realize it, first of all, Rodgers said, before the game Thursday, we get through Thursday, we have the 3 games in 10 days, then we go on a little bye. We have 10 days off before the next game. 1 o'clock. So not only do you get the 10 days, but you don't have to travel. You're local. Players who are dinged up can rehab and come back. But also as fans, you know what? Tomorrow is stress-free. Tomorrow you get up, I'm going to go to church, I'll come back, I'll do some stuff in the yard, I'll throw the game on. Hey, what's Miami doing? I think Buffalo plays Monday. Hey, what are the other AFC teams doing? Hey, I will keep an eye on Denver, and I'll tell you why. Denver right now is 0-2. They decided to go with their draft pick of this year, their quarterback. Their backup, I think he's a second string. I'm not sure, maybe not. Maybe he's a third, is Zach Wilson. It would just be jet-like for them to start Zach Wilson after we go 2-1 and face them at 0-3 to play us. I don't know if that happens. We'll see. But it was a good game. It was an exciting game at the beginning, and it was nice to, in the fourth quarter, kind of sit back and watch the Patriot fans start to trickle out a little at a time. People who had to get up for work the next day leave early, Jet fans, and kind of say, you know what, there's 9.5 minutes left, we're up by 21. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Hey, how's it go? How was your off season? Talking to people around you, and there was no stress. The game was everything it was supposed to be for Jet fans. Like I said, a year plus in the making. It's over with. The players are off now. They're off Friday, Saturday, and tomorrow, and they get back into the facility on Monday, and they get ready for Bronco week. So, thanks for tuning in. Sorry about my voice. It was nice to be back for a regular season game. It was nice to see uh, the offense flow, the defense play. Still no sign of Hassan Reddick. I don't know where this is going to go, but you know what? Right now, just as part of a depth perception and to have backups there, it would be nice to get him, even though he'd be a starter as soon as we sign him. But it was nice to get there and to watch this team perform and to come away with a win in front of the world, in front of their fans, and they acknowledge their fans both on the field and after the game. And also, I think in one of the press conferences, or post-game interviews, they asked Aaron Rodgers about hearing the chants, and he said he definitely heard it. So, Jet fans, we're 2-1. We're 1-0 in the division. We're 2-0 in the conference, and that's the best. Unless we went 3-0, we couldn't do any better than that. Rest up, enjoy your Sunday, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a blessed weekend, a blessed weekend. However you like to say it, I don't know the right way to say it. You watching the takeoff? Reach out to us. Were you at the game? Send me an email, thejets@gmail.com. Tweet us at thejets_takeoff is our Twitter address or Twitter handle. We do have Instagram and TikTok that we're working on. The Jets Takeoff are the accounts for both of them. And we will see you soon. I will do a video probably during the Thursday night game, which ironically is Dallas at the Giants next Thursday. So Thursday night is going to be at MetLife 2 weeks in a row. And we'll see you there. Have a great weekend.